Shut up and sit down.
Everybody that's out there right now, everybody can pitch, and that's just huge, especially when you get into the playoffs.
With those best of three series, as Cota swings and misses, ball gets away from the catcher, 1 and 2. So right now, Bowie will either play Bel Air, Riverside, or Hanks. Those are the teams that are tied for 3rd and 4th place, respectively, and they will be the home team in that best of 3 series. As Catarino delivers the 1-2 pitch here to Cota, pitcher versus pitcher. Fastball right down the pipe, called strike 3.
According to the speed pitch.
And now he'll face Juna Perez, the number 3 hitter and the designated hitter for the Foxes. Perez lines one foul on the right side and out of play.
We just had fun because now
it's back to normal.
Last week during the Hanks game, it was 120, something like that, 115.
Breaking ball right down the middle, strike 2, and this guy is rolling here. Talking about Gabriel Catarino. Got Samuel Cota to strike out, looking to start the inning. Now he's down. Now he's ahead 0-2 on Perez.
Now he's got that boost of confidence, especially since Jeff wasn't able to score last inning when they had the bases loaded.
Strike 3, another missed swing on that one, and Perez is down on strikes, and Catarino with his 5th strikeout. That's 2 in a row, and Andres Martinez will come up with 2 outs.
Talk about momentum, I'm talking.
For the Foxes, Jefferson's the home team. Bowie with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Catarino kneels and deals the 1-0 pitch. Martinez lifts this one foul down the right field line. Right first baseman get a good job of corralling that one in the corner, and he'll hold him to a single. Does Brian Hernandez, but still 2-out damage there, and that brings up Adrian De Leon. So De Leon was hit by a pitch to open up the top of the 2nd inning, and now Catarino, who's cruising there with back-to-back strikeouts, has a runner on first here with 2 outs. Trying to protect this 3-0 Bowie lead as Catarino comes set and delivers the first pitch to De Leon. De Leon swings and misses at a good-looking fastball, strike 1. Three 0 Bowie as Catarino holding a shutout here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Martinez gets a short lead off of first, not really a threat to steal. Catarino kicks and delivers. Foul ball straight back into the screen, and De Leon's down in the count 0-2 here on Catarino. Bowie 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Jefferson, no runs, 3 hits, and they have 2 errors in this ball game. Still lots of baseball to play here in the bottom of the 3rd. As back in the box goes De Leon, down 0-2. Catarino comes set, gets his sign from Frias, kicks and delivers. The runner fakes a move, ball's outside. The catcher Frias moves over to block that one. And Martinez is back. Martinez faked that steal, went about probably the base length there of the lip on the first base side of the field. And it's 1-2 here on De Leon. De Leon crowding the plate here, protecting with 2 strikes. Catarino comes set at the belt, ruffles the ball around in his glove and delivers a 1-2 pitch. Fastball is fouled straight back into the screen as De Leon able to get a piece of that one to stay alive here, 2-2. 3-0 Bowie, 2 outs with a runner on first. Jefferson looking to crack that scoreboard, but they haven't figured out Catarino just yet. Catarino really hasn't seen anything in terms of trouble other than that bases loaded jam that he got in, but he was able to wiggle out of that one with 2 outs in the last inning. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to De Leon. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 strikeouts in the 3rd inning, and after 3 innings of play, Bowie leads Jeff 3-0. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso.
Hey there.
What's up, bud? Hello. Hello.
Hey, yo.
Hey. Hello.
It takes a lot of voices welcomes all of them with open arms. From career readiness to safe spaces, the why is there, no matter who we are. Now, more than ever, they need your support.
PISD Sports Radio app, and I haven't said it all broadcast, but we're simulcasting on this
We
one,
are
Monster.
simulcasting
And we'll
on-
get that information here after the first pitch to Gabriel Catarino. Catarino takes a fastball inside, ball one.
We are simulcasting with the Bowie Bears YouTube page, and very honored to do that. The first simulcast that we're doing there.
I have a
With
face,
any school.
They say I have a face for radio.
Do
I don't know
you?
about a face for streaming, as Catarino lines this one into center field and a base hit, and Catarino was all over that pitch for a leadoff single.
Catarino with a great hit there, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't got a face for radio. I got face for the TV, but for some reason, TV people are afraid of the monster because he's too sexy and too I just don't understand.
Too monstruous.
And like I said, their production, their audio visuals department is just amazing. The graphics that they're using up on screen there. I mean, and think about it. They're the first school to really take advantage of having their graphics played at Southwest University Park, especially with the Jumbotron that they have. So props to Bowie.
And they did that also at the Sun Bowl. Mark Mena, one of our announcers at Town Talk Sports, actually a PA announcer for Bowie football, was the one that was running that
Look
as
at that.
well.
You see it right there. It's amazing.
First pitch to Camacho is a pitch out, design pitch out. It was actually high. The catcher wasn't really out of the box. So the coach Juan Camacho trying to see what they were going to do. Now he calls a series of signs here for his son Juan Camacho, who fouled out to the third baseman in his first time up. Now batting with no outs and a runner on first here in the top of the fourth inning, as he's facing Samuel Cota, who's into his fourth inning of work here for the Foxes. Camacho, tall right-handing hitter, waits the pitch, lines this one foul and into the screen above Bowie's dugout for strike one.
And you talked about how when Camacho was maybe about 5-6 years old, you'd play with him, and even back then you knew he was going to have the stuff, especially when he became a baseball player.
I mean, both of those kids, they just, you could tell they lived, breathed, ate, whatever you want to call it. They lived baseball, and it was a joy for them to play catch with us, and now they're the beneficiaries of being high school athletes, as Cota checks the runner on first, and diving back there is Catarino.
And just an awesome opportunity for him to play for his father. I mean,
He's got 3 years left, too.
That's awesome.
Cota comes set and delivers a 1-1 pitch. Camacho takes a breaking ball, strike two, and that's kind of they're seeing the way that he looked at it, and that's that inexperience of seeing a pitch like that.
That's the one
Juan
he should have
Camacho
swung
talked about that earlier.
And that's the one he should have swung at.
So he's down in the count 1-2 here on Cota, as Catarino takes his lead off first. The kick and the delivery. Missed outside with a fastball, ball two.
And you talk about that. You talk about Camacho. He was talking about the JV team, that he's got another 3 good players in the JV, and something happened, injury or something like that. He said he had enough guys to move them up. So next couple of years, Bowie's going to be in the mix, and as well as Jefferson.
The well is wet at Bowie, and not only that, they're getting a brand new stadium next year as well.
And they're getting lights.
As the next pitch is a slow roller back to the hill. Cota goes to second for one. Return throw to first. Double play. 1-4-3 on the double play. And just like that, just when Bowie was looking to threaten, Jefferson turns a double play started by the pitcher to get out of that small jam.
A great play by the pitcher. Got that little hop, was able to get it, threw it to second, timing. And there you talk about the base runner not being as fast as some of the other guys you got there because of his size. And Jefferson's able to get the double play.
And a defensive swing there by Camacho, just trying to protect with 2 strikes. That's where you saw that slow roller. So now Ricardo Valles, who went down swinging his first time up. First pitch here from Cota. Fastball misses outside, ball 1.
Like I said, that was a tremendous double play.
So Cota able to get out of that jam. 1-4-3 was the official scoring on that one as he went to the second baseman. Covering on that one, Joey Gutierrez. Now the next pitch to Valles. Valles check swing, didn't go. Takes a fastball low. Ball 2 here. Valles playing right field tonight for the Bears. All-district baseball player, all-district football player for the Bowie Bears. One of their most distinguished athletes I've been able to cover for the Bowie Bears over the past 2 or 3 years. Valles takes a fastball up high and away, 3-0 here. So after that double play by Cota, Cota falls 3-0 here to the number 9 hitter in the order, Ricardo Valles, with the leadoff man Nathan Felix in the on-deck circle awaiting. 3-0 pitch is right down the pipe. Strike 1 here to Valles. 3-0 Bowie here in the top of the 4th inning. Bowie with 2 runs in the top of the 1st. They added a run in the 3rd. And now batting with 2 outs here and a 3-1 count on Valles, who takes a fastball outside, ball 4. So Ricardo Valles draws a 2-out walk. And now we'll see Nathan Felix, who's flied out to center and is both at bats so far in this ball game. Samuel Cota here trying to get out of this 4th inning after it looked like he would start with some trouble after a hard hit single up the middle and a double play turn. Now a 5-pitch walk brings up Nathan Felix with 2 outs. And Ricardo Valles has some speed over there at first. As I mentioned, a running back and a linebacker. So the first pitch here to Felix is a strike. Felix dropped to bunt, but then he brought it back. So strike 1 here on Nathan Felix, wearing number 1. Every Bowie player with those sweet blue and white stirrups have blue
is that
and
an
white
option?
stripes.
I think so, because the coaches they don't have the stirrups.
I don't know if their legs are good enough for that.
Well, neither were mine, but I would wear because actually the little, as we described the syrups, they're like old school socks.
Yeah.
You know, they would actually make my calves look bigger because I got no calves. So I'm just telling you right now.
You skip leg day, Monster?
I do not skip leg day, but the Monster does a lot of cardio, so the legs don't really grow because I'm doing cardio. When I'm doing I just do a lot of cardio. Like today, I ran for about maybe 50 minutes.
Ooh,
I don't do the time. I don't do the miles.
Miles, you just run time.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 and 2 here on Nathan Felix. They'll check on the runner at first.
Buying a lot,
diving back
sometimes
at
I do
Valles.
skip leg day. I do.
It's not a bad idea sometimes with leg press and all their stuff.
No, I know.
Kill
I
your
just
legs.
squats because I'm old. Because a professional wrestler used to do. Like I got bad back, so. The lucha libre.
Cota comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Valles takes off. Fastball misses inside. They don't even throw down to second. So an easy stolen base there for Ricardo Valles, and a questionable call at the plate on that 1-2 pitch on the inside pitch. Cota kind of reacts on that one, and it's 2-2.
And honestly, I'll say I give props to the catcher for realizing that he was not going to be able to make that throw. So
and he was worried about that strike of framing that.
And
really.
then especially what happened last time where it went over the head.
2-2 pitch misses low and away, gets away from the catcher Martinez, but it's right in front of him. And now we have a full count with 2 outs and a runner on second here.
And as they like to say, the runner will go.
And there it is, as Camacho gives him the kind of whirls his finger around, son, and we're moving on this one, even though he's the lead runner. As Cota comes set, Valles doesn't go. Slow roller down the third baseline. Kim fields it in the third base coaching box in foul territory, and that'll hold the count here at 3-2. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat here between Samuel Cota and Nathan Felix. Both seniors, senior versus senior here. Full count, runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Bowie with a 3-0 lead and batting here in the 4th. Here comes a pitch from Cota. Fastball outside, ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks drawn here by the Bears.
And Cota thought that was going to be a strikeout because he was ready to walk
To back
and
to
end
the
the
dugout.
ending. So
2 very close pitches during that at-bat, and an 8-pitch walk drawn there by Nathan Felix. And now Brian Hernandez digs in here for the Osos de Bowie. As Cota with 2 outs and a runner on first and second, his squad trailing 3-0 here in the top of the 4th. Cota comes set, checks the runner on second and delivers. Fastball, actually a breaking ball, missed outside. Ball 1, scooped in the dirt by Hernandez. Armando Hernandez is on deck. Brian Hernandez at the dish. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled in the first inning, then grounded out to short in the 3rd. Cota's next pitch is on the way. Fastball inside. They throw down to second. The runner at second is Ricardo Valles, and he's able to slide feet first back in time. 2-0 count here on Brian Hernandez.
a great opportunity for Bowie as they have a run in scoring position to add more runs to this game.
And to help out Catarino on the hill for the Bears, who shut out Jefferson so far. Fastball misses inside, ball 3. Ooh. So unlike last night where the umpire had some pretty wide open corners, now this umpire kind of pinching the pitcher Cota here.
And now the catcher goes out there to talk to his pitcher.
As Cota showing some body language, the negative body language there.
Correct.
So.
The catcher telling him to calm down. You know what? You can still get out of this inning without doing any damage, but we'll wait to see because something tells me Bowie's going to be aggressive as Camacho was talking to his hitter Hernandez. Curious to see what they told him.
3-0 count here on Hernandez. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the top of the 4th for Bowie. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball. This one nips the inside corner, 3-1. Nice crowd of about 300-400 people so far. Definitely the biggest crowd of this high school baseball series here at Southwest University Ballpark. 3-1 pitch misses high and in. Ball 4. That's 3 straight walks by Cota. And now Richard Scott has to make a decision. He comes out to talk to his hurler.
I think this might be it there for Cota there.
As Scott
And
looks
he's giving
back,
the signal. I think he's giving the signal. I think he's going to think about it. You got bases loaded here for Bowie. You know they're going to be aggressive. And you know that Camacho's looking for a great opportunity for them to extend the lead.
So Scott still looking back towards the dugout, looking at assistant coach Arturo Montes. And he hasn't taken the ball away yet from Cota as they're at the pitcher's mound here. 3-0 Bowie with the lead.
This is a pivotal moment, I think, for Jefferson, because you're down 3-0. But the more importantly, Bowie's got bases loaded. And 1 hit and 2 runs can easily score there.
And that would break this game open here. Top of the 4th inning, 3-0 Bowie. Here's the situation as Scott will actually leave Cota into the ball game here. So with bases juice and 2 outs, Bowie leading 3-0 over Jefferson, and the Bears here threatening with Armando Hernandez, who has a pair of singles in this ball game.
Interesting that he left Cotto in there.
I thought for sure. I agreed with you. I figured that he would pull him, especially after the way he was throwing very close pitches, but still, you walk 3 in a row with 2 outs. Usually that'll get you pulled, but Scott showing some faith here in his hurler as the first pitch here to Armando Hernandez swung on and missed. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner from third breaks, now goes back as the catcher Martinez able to gather that one. Didn't bounce far away
Baez
from
thought about trying to go to home, but he realized that
went about, what, 8 to 10 feet before he stopped himself.
And he realized he wouldn't have made it. So a great decision by Baez to hit the brakes there.
So 1-0 is the count here on Armando Hernandez, who's 2 for 2 today. He scored 2 runs. Out of the windup is Cota. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside corner, 82 miles per hour.
That had some juice to it there.
And that would have hurt.
As you call it, that was the cheese.
That was the cheese, the stinky inside cheese there. Now Hernandez has to protect with 2 strikes and the bases loaded. Here comes Cota's pitch. Ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it, goes the easy way to second to get out of the jam. And Adrian De Leon with a 6-4 put out. And Jefferson avoids disaster. No runs, 3 walks, loaded the bases with 2 outs, but no runs come across. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with Bowie leading Jefferson 3-0 here. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso.
Hi, Mom. Is Claire's birthday party today? Me again, Mom. Where did I put my history book? Hi. Sorry, forgot one last thing. Sometimes it's hard to concentrate. At school, I start looking out the window, and then I forget what I was supposed to be thinking about. I know it seems like I don't care, but I do. It's just difficult for me. Love you, Mom. Bye.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive. Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Buzz on over to the ballpark as your Chihuahuas take on the Salt Lake Bees starting on Diablo's Days Wednesday. It's also Seniors Eat Free presented by Speaking Rock Entertainment Center, followed by Thrifty Thursday, Fetch the Fun Friday, and Fireworks Spectacular Saturday. The series concludes with our first GECU Bark at the Park on Sunday, April 29th. Round up your furry friends and get your tickets now at epchihuahuas.com or by calling 915-533-BASE. The El Paso Chihuahuas. Fetch the fun.
¿Cómo alcanzarán tus hijos sus más grandes metas? Descubre a El Paso ISD. IP ISD se enfoca en enseñar de la forma que mejor te convenga a tus hijos. Lecciones basadas en proyectos, salones innovadores, atención personalizada.
Felix tried to backhand it in the hole, but it gets away from him. So a leadoff infield single for JT Strange, and that's exactly what Jefferson needs, as they haven't gotten a runner on second on Gabriel Catarino really since that second inning, Monster.
And it's imperative they do something here because we've seen Bowie has the bats to score.
Now Andrew Kim, who struck out his first time, comes up with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the first pitch from Catarino misses well inside ball 1. Catarino in his 4th inning of work so far has only allowed 1, 2, 3 hits, and he struck out 6 different Silver Foxes. As he gets his sign from the catcher, Frias comes set at the belt, checks the runner at first, and kicks and delivers a 1-0 pitch to Andrew Kim. Fastball right at the letter, strike 1. Kim struck out on 3 pitches the first battle. That was in the 2nd inning. Kim batting here in the bottom of the 4th with Bowie up 3-0. Catarino's next pitch, slow breaking ball whipped by Kim, and it's 1-2.
And that was just a bad swing by Kim there, and he saw the changeup coming. He kind of tried to delay his swing but realized he was going too far, so he had to go through with a swing.
65 miles per hour, slow breaking ball. Catarino comes set and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Kim. Kim lifts this one, shallow right field. Right fielder comes over and he makes the catch in the gap. Nice play there on the run by Ricardo Valles as he retires Kim for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth.
And that was a great hit by Kim, a well hit ball by Kim, but you talk about Valles coming all the way and making the catch, and good work between him and the center fielder, allowing him to make that catch.
Defensive swing once again by Kim. I thought that was a little bit shorter than it was. Got a little bit too much under that one. And Valles was able to use his speed to get over there. So now Richard Martinez digs in here for the Silver Foxes with one out and a runner on first here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch from Gabriel Catarino. Misses well high with a fastball. Gets Frias out of his crouch. Frias with a little fake throw down to first at the runner, JT Strange. So Martinez starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. He hit a fly ball down the right field line that fell in for a single in his first at bat. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high again, 2-0. Did see that Hanks is a winner tonight over Horizon, so Hanks is in the playoffs. They're in that mix now. I believe Hanks would be, I'm not even gonna guess their record here, as Catarino delivers the 2-0 pitch, fastball right down the middle, strike one. We saw Hanks lose a heartbreaker to Bel Air early on this season.
A game that there's no way they should have lost a game like that. That was last week, actually, a week ago today.
A 2-1 victory in extra innings for the Bel Air Heinlers. The next pitch, a slow rolling ball hit right at home plate, and it's in foul territory. Frias fielded, but it was foul.
I thought for a second there he had caught it. I was going to say, oh my God, that's a tremendous hit. That was a tremendous catch.
That would have been a play of the year so far if he was able to snag that one, but it looked like a short hop just caught it right in the in-between. So a 2-2 count, runner on first with one out here for the Foxes, and Richard Martinez awaits the 2-2 pitch from Catarino. Martinez smacks this one, defensive swing, ground ball, base hit on the right side of the infield. That'll move the runner to second, and Monster, that was a tomahawk defensive swing, but it works for the Foxes. They have two on with one out here in the fourth.
Once again, kind of a delay by Martinez, and you talk about that tomahawk swing, and it works out for them. It goes right past the first baseman. We can't get it. Just like that, they're in business. Two base runners have the Foxes on.
Mata was holding Strange, the runner, at first. He just couldn't get over there. He's a left-handed fielding first baseman, so Martinez able to get the hole, and that tomahawk swing goes through the right side of the infield. So Jefferson with the threat here. Catarino with his first multiple runner jam here since the second inning as he comes set and delivers the first pitch to Joey Gutierrez. Slow breaking ball, just missed on the inside corner for ball one here. Gutierrez drew a 4-pitch walk back in the bottom of the second inning.
And it's imperative for Jefferson to be aggressive with the base running here and try to get some runs in.
You don't need to get it all, but you need one. I think that's important for the Foxes. Catarino's next pitch is swung on and missed by Gutierrez. He was late on a high fastball, and it's 1-1. Beto Hernandez on deck here for the Foxes, trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning, but threatening. Runners on first and second with one out, 1-1 count as Gabriel Catarino comes set and kicks and delivers a 1-1 pitch. Slow breaking ball, just missed high and inside on Gutierrez. Nice take there by Gutierrez as he's up in the count 2-1. He's the Foxes' second baseman. He's hitting number 9 in the order for Richard Scott, the defending District 158 champions. Down 3-0 to the current district champions, Bowie Bears, as Gutierrez whiffs at a 2-1 fastball, and the count is 2-2. Catarino walks behind the pitcher's mound here, trying to take a little bit of time. Gutierrez steps out of the box, now digs back in, and he awaits the 2-2 pitch here from Catarino with runners on first and second and one out in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball high and away. Frias had to get out of his crouch to stop that one.
And that's a great catch by Frias there, because you don't want a wild pitch in this situation there, because both base runners would advance, especially in a stadium like this.
So 3-2 count here. Let's see if the runners move. I know there's just one out, but Jefferson's been able to make contact with 2 outs the past couple at bats, trying to avoid the double play. Here comes the full count pitch from Catarino. Gutierrez check swing. They check down to first. They say he doesn't go. Ball in the dirt. Juan Camacho's out of the dugout. He does not agree with that one. Personally, I don't agree with that one either. I thought he broke the plane, but Jefferson loads the bases with one out.
It looked like he went all the way through, but the we have the bird's eye view, but the first base umpire there had a different view of it, and he says that he did not go all the way through. And just like that, the Foxes are in business. As you say, Alex, the bases are juiced.
They did appeal to the first base umpire, who said, no, senor. So bases juiced. Beto Hernandez, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball hard to the shortstop both times up. Batting with bases loaded and 1 out. Here comes a pitch. This ball's lifted foul to the right of us and over the stadium here. But I hear it rolling back.
One hit can, and the Foxes can take the lead. Even though we haven't had a home run, it'd be awesome if we saw a grand slam right here.
And right here, look, Bowie's protecting the lines. They're giving them the gaps. They don't want to get burned down the line. So here comes the 0-1 pitch to Beto Hernandez. Hernandez fouls it back in the screen, 0-2. 2 aggressive swings by Beto Hernandez. And I feel a little bit of energy in the ballpark now with bases loaded and, with the threat here.
The Jefferson fans starting to come alive here at Southwest University Park. And all he's got to do, you talk about how close the shortstop and the second baseman are playing it. All he's got to do a little hopper there, and that's it.
0-2 count here. Catarino out of the windup, pitching to the leadoff hitter, Beto Hernandez. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hernandez swings and misses at a high fastball and away. Strike 3. Great piece of pitching there by Catarino, getting him to chase. And there's 2 outs for Samuel Cota.
And once again, Catarino was in this situation a couple of innings ago, so he looks like he's not faced. But we got Coach Juan Camacho going to go out there and talk to him.
And this is a professional. You don't see this in high school baseball. You see this in the pros. In these situations when there's 2 outs, bases loaded in a tight spot, you just want to kind of slow down Jefferson's momentum. You want to talk to your pitcher, talk to your infield, kind of calm your guys down, let you know, look, we just need 1 out. Make the routine play.
We'll see how long the umpire allows him to go out there, like how much time. Because obviously it's just like a delay. They're delaying there. They're trying to delay the momentum that the Foxes have. And there goes the umpire. I think they give him about 30 seconds. Let's go.
And we haven't seen this in these situations during high school. Usually the coaches will bark out orders, but Juan Camacho has played at the pro level. He's a pitcher himself, a former professional pitcher. This is a situation, he's probably been in the situation where his pitching coach comes out, calms him down, sets up the defense, lets them know where they're going, get that lead runner up the middle. You're touch your bag at third. So very calming presence, Juan Camacho. And let's see what happens here. Samuel Cota has struck out twice. He's the pitcher for the Foxes, and he bats with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Breaking ball stayed inside, ball 1.
And here's a situation where Cota can help himself, where he's got the bases loaded, and he can help himself here.
1 ball here on the first pitch to Cota, and here comes pitcher versus pitcher, pitch number 2. Cota swings and lifts this one foul and out of play on the right side, and that brings the count here to 1-1.
It's just a tremendous opportunity for Jefferson. I mean, it'll be huge if Bowie can get out of this inning without any runs scored on them.
1-1 count here. Cota back in the box. Catarino out of the windup, kneels and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Cota swings and fouls it straight back into the screen, 1-2. So good bounce back here as the 8th hitter got a single. Joey Gutierrez drew a walk, and now Beto Hernandez struck out, and Samuel Cota's down in the count 1-2, and Gabriel Catarino can pitch his club out of a big spot here. And there you hear the Bowie fans getting up here as they realize their pitcher's 1 strike away from getting out of a major jam. 3-0 Bowie, but Jefferson loads the bases up here. 1-2 count here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Fastball takes outside, ball 2. Jefferson has been chasing at that waist pitch, and that time Cota able to take that one. So that'll hold the count here, 2-2. 2 outs, bases juice, and Jefferson down by 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Catarino coming out of the windup with the bases loaded, and he delivers the 2-2 pitch to Samuel Cota. Cota swings and misses, strike 3, ball in the dirt. Frias with the tag. What a bit of pitching there by Gabriel Catarino, escaping a bases-loaded jam to keep Bowie's 3-0 lead intact. After 4 complete innings, Bowie leads Jefferson 3-0. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso.
At El Paso Family Orthodontics, we are committed to providing healthy smiles.
Away with nothing.
The last time he struck out 2 batters in a row with the bases loaded. Mata takes an 0-2 pitch high and away, ball 1. And that's what's most impressive to me, able to bounce back with a 3-pitch strike. And then we saw Juan Camacho go out there and give him directions. Obviously it worked because he went out there and struck out Samuel Cota to end the inning. Cota delivers the 1-2 pitch here to Mata. Mata just throws the bat out there and fouls one back into the screen to hold the count here at 1-2. Bowie came into this ball game winners of 3 straight. They beat El Paso, Austin, and Irvin by a combined score of 64-2.
Wow.
And they clinched Saturday by beating Irvin for that share of that district title, trying to win the outright one here today as Mata with a hard hit ball to the right side of the infield, past the second baseman into right field for a single on his horse as Mata makes an aggressive turnaround first, now retreats back to first base, and it's a hard hit leadoff single for the left-handed
And I thought
Mata.
Mata was going to keep running, try to go to second no matter what, because we know he's got the Jetser, but just a well-hit ball by Mata.
And now Raul Mena, and now here, if you're Jefferson, you got to be careful. You know, this is an inning where Bowie starts off well with this single. They're starting to hit Cota a little bit hard here.
And we know they're aggressive with the base running.
First pitch here to Raul Mena is a breaking ball that breaks right down the heart of the plate. Strike one. Mena 2 for 2 today. He has a pair of singles and a pair of RBIs. So Mena right there with Gabriel Catarino, early candidates for our Town Talk Sports El Paso Player of the Game. Still lots of baseball left here in downtown El Paso. Beautiful night for baseball as Catarino checks on the runner Mata at first, and Mata dives back in time. 3-0 Bowie as the Bears bat here in the top of the 5th inning. Bowie scored 2 in the first, a run in the third. Jefferson with 4 goose eggs here as Cota will check on the runner again at first, and Mata dives back safely. Like we mentioned, Bowie, the 1948-1949 state champions. They have not won a playoff series since 1948, and I think that could change this year with the way this Bears team is looking as the 0-1 pitch, a slow roller foul down the third baseline as the catcher able to knock that one off. Andres Martinez fields it in foul territory. And that's interesting to see that Bowie has been to the playoffs 6 times since 1990, but they have not won that elusive playoff series going back to that state championship. And what a feat that would be for Juan Camacho. He's able to get that playoff win. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but I mean, I would figure they'd be a heavy favorite against Bel Air, Riverside, or Hanks. As the next pitch from Cota is lifted in the shallow center field. Long run here for Hernandez as he charges in, and he makes the play on the run to retire Mena for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th.
And that's a great job by Hernandez coming all the way from center field and able to make the catch there and went away for Bowie.
Jonathan Frias digs in here for the Bears. He's 1 for 2 in this ball game. He's behind the plate tonight for the Bears, getting a series of signs from third base coach Juan Camacho with 1 out and a runner on first as Miguel Mata led off this inning with a hard hit single to right field. First pitch of the at-bat to Frias is a fastball outside, gets away from the catcher, actually hits the brick wall behind home plate, bounced straight up and down into the screen, and going easily to second is Miguel Mata.
Would you classify that as a wild pitch?
That would be a wild pitch.
The wild pitch, yeah. We talk about that, especially in this ballpark, because there's a lot more room as opposed to what they're used to when they're playing at their home field or at somebody else's. But here at the SUP, you got more space, so it was harder for him.
And that ball bounces off different. That's a great point there, Monster. There's a 1-0 count here on Frias. Frias check swing, holds back the swing. Ball in the dirt. It's blocked by Martinez. They don't appeal, or do they appeal?
Well, it'd be hard for them to appeal because the first base umpire is actually he's at second.
So it is 1. He did call that the play, so it is 1-1. I did see him, the umpire, signal a 1-1 count. So they did say that he went all the way. He didn't signal it like he has been. But here comes the pitch from Cota. This ball smacked in the left center field gap. Nobody's there. He's going to get back for extra bases. And rounding third and scoring is Miguel Mata. Into second, chugging for 3 is Frias. Throw comes in late, and it's a RBI triple by Jonathan Frias. And Monster, that's probably the hardest hit ball, the farthest hit ball we've seen here in this series at Southwest University Park.
Without a doubt, that's the farthest ball we've seen somebody hit. A tremendous hit by Jonathan Frias, and just like that, it's 4-0. You talk about the aggressive base running by the Bowie Bears. You saw that the Jets were put up there, and we might have to take a commercial break because we have a man down for Bowie, the left side.
And let me say this about that left fielder. That left fielder's JT Strange. I thought that he played but he laid out and he actually made that play a lot closer than it was, and that would have been a ridiculous catch, not only because of how far he went, but he was basically full extension out there.
And Strange seems to be okay. He's walking around there. He's trying to stretch it out there, but still, you're going to have the staff go out there and check him out there.
While they check on him, we'll take a quick break. Bottom of the 5th inning, or excuse me, top of the 5th inning, Bowie 4, Jefferson nothing. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso. We're not supposed to report on injuries, but he walked off fine. I think it was more of a precautionary there by Richard Scott. Obviously, we don't want to guess. But back to action here. Catarino at the plate, swings and misses at a pitch by Cota. Ball gets away from the catcher Martinez, but Martinez able to chase that down up the first baseline. So 0-1 here on Catarino, who's tossing a gem on the other side of the diamond, and he's 1 for 2 tonight with a hard hit single back in the 4th inning. Also struck out in the 1st inning. Infield is in here with 1 out. Runner on 3rd. Next pitch to Catarino, fastball high and away, ball 1. 4-0 Bowie leading Jefferson here in the top of the 5th inning. And Samuel Cota looking to keep continuing the labor for his squad. Catarino, tall right-handed hitter, upright stance. Next pitch swung on and missed at a breaking pitch away. 1-2 here to the Bowie pitcher. And
a tremendous opportunity for Bowie to add to the lead, especially when you have Frias there on 3rd base, just chomping at the bit to score.
Frias is on 3rd base from a RBI triple. As there's a slow roller down the 3rd baseline, Kim fields it in foul territory to hold the count at 1-2. Miguel Mata led off this inning with a single. Raul Mena flied out to center field, and then Jonathan Frias with that RBI triple. And now Gabriel Catarino is facing a 1-2 count here against Cota. Misses outside with a fastball. 2-2 the count here. Cota looks in, steps off the rubber, now steps back on, glares into Martinez to get the sign, and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Catarino, hard hit ball, past the 3rd baseman Kim into left field. Scoring easily from 3rd is Jonathan Frias, and it's 5-0 La Bowie.
Tremendous hit there, and Frias, like I said, he was just chopping at the bit to score. Scores easily. Bowie 5-0, impressive.
I don't care who is at 3rd. That ball was hit hard. That was a tough play for Andrew Kim. I did say that the ball got past him, but that was a impossible ball, almost a 50-50 to impossible ball to infield. And now Juan Camacho digs in with 1 out and a runner on 1st, and Bowie with already 2 runs in this top of the 5th inning, looking to add some more here and put that district championship away into the trophy case. As the first pitch from Camacho is a high pop-up in the infield. Second baseman goes out. Looks like he's going to have a beat on this one. Gutierrez makes the catch. And
he almost dropped it. He almost dropped it. We talk about how it's different here with the lights and everything like that. He kind of lost it at the very last second, but he was able to make it. And it was almost like a no-lay catch.
This is the first night game for either team all season long, so that's a great point, Monster. And especially this time of night, maybe 30 minutes ahead, especially between the 7 and 8 o'clock hour at Southwest University Park, the AAA outfielders struggle with the light change, especially coming off where the sun is basically setting behind.
Because there's still daylight outside. Yeah. It's not nighttime yet here at the sub.
Ricardo Valles is 0 for 1 as he digs in with 2 outs and a runner on 1st here in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Cota's in the dirt, blocked by Martinez. And it's 1 ball here to Ricardo Valles. 5-0 Bowie here in the top of the 5th inning. Bowie 2 runs in the top of the 1st, a run in the 3rd. And they've spot 2 here in the top of the 5th. An RBI triple by Jonathan Frias, followed up by an RBI single by Gabriel Catarino. And the 1-0 pitch here to Valles. Slow breaking ball, breaks outside, ball 2. Valles is the number 9 hitter in the order for the Bowie Bears. Struck out in the 2nd, then drew a 5-pitch walk in the 4th inning. As Cota comes set, kicks and delivers the 2-0 to Ricardo Valles. Valles swings hard but fouls it straight back into the screen for strike 1.
Good crowd tonight.
Great crowd
for
tonight.
both. Like I said, this first game that we've had people actually make signs for. Bowie's got signs, they got banners. It's great to see such school spirit.
It seems like everybody's either wearing blue or red in the ballpark as well, as Valles fouls off the 2-1 pitch and out of play, hits the top of the 200 level here at Southwest University Ballpark and bounces either into the train area or the Civic Center area here in beautiful downtown El Paso. 2-2 count here on Valles. 5-0 Bowie with the lead. Runner on first here with 2 outs. And here comes the next pitch to Valles. Slow roller back to the pitcher Cota, who fields it. Strong throw to first, and that retires the side for the Bowie Bears. But the damage has been done. 2 runs, 3 hits. The Bears leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bowie 5, Jefferson nothing. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso.
Buzz on over to the ballpark as your Chihuahuas take on the Salt Lake Bees starting on Diablo's Days Wednesday.
Juna Perez, who check swings at a ball outside, ball 1. It'll be actually, Jonah Perez will lead this off, followed by Martinez and Adrian De Leon. Perez is 1 for 2 in this ball game. He singled back in the top of the bottom of the first, then he struck out in the third as Gabriel Catarino into his 5th inning of work. 4 pitches of shutout ball, ground ball down to third, hits the third baseman off the chest, able to recover and make the throw to first. Is an impressive play there by the third baseman Francisco Mata of the Bowie Bears, and he knocked that, just like they teach you, knock it down with your chest and make that play. It was a hard hit ball.
Nice recovery by Mata, able to get the batter as he's running to first. A tremendous defensive play by Bowie. Just Bowie's doing everything right tonight.
Bowie playing almost flawlessly on the defensive side of the diamond so far. And Catarino 4 1/3 of shutout baseball. And now Andres Martinez, the catcher for Jefferson, digs in. First pitch, a off-speed pitch, misses low and inside, ball 1. Martinez a 1 for 2 tonight with a single.
And we've seen Jeff get bases loaded 2 times in this game, and then they've been able to do anything. So
1-0 pitch to Martinez, misses high and inside, ball 2, and that's right, Monster.
They've got to start doing something. They need some type of momentum changer, does Jeff, but it all begins by getting just one batter to reach first base.
2-0 pitch here to Andres Martinez. Breaking ball, hits the inside corner, strike 1, and most of Jefferson's threats have been with 2 outs. That's really kind of been their downfall, unable to get that clutch 2-out hit to break the seal. So Catarino here with a 2-1 count here on Andres Martinez. The righty working out of the windup with nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Another breaking ball. This one's right on the inside corner again, 2-2. So Catarino, who started off this at bat down 2-0.
What I like about Catarino
back.
is that obviously nothing's going to shake him, because we talked about the bases being juiced, and he's got in every situation there. So I like that he's calmed down.
2-2 pitch is lifted in the shallow left field. This is trouble, but the left fielder converges, and an easy play there for Brian Hernandez to retire Andres Martinez for the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Great job by, as you mentioned, Brian Hernandez coming all the way, able to sprint and make the catch. 2 away for Bowie.
Thought that ball was going to fall, but it hung up there. It definitely hung up there longer than I anticipated. So 2 outs here for Adrian De Leon. And that is 4 in a row retired here by Catarino. 4 2/3 of shutout ball. First pitch is swung on and missed by Adrian De Leon. And Catarino is not leaving any stone unturned in the season finale, heeding the words of his coach to finish this strong. And he's doing that tonight. De Leon swings and fouls off the 0-1 pitch back into the screen, 0-2. 5-0 Bowie. Bowie already clinching a share of the district title. A win will give them an outright title. They've already clinched that top seed in District 1-5A, awaiting the finish between, I believe, Riverside and Bel Air are still playing separate games. Hanks has already secured a playoff spot out of District 2-5A. And here comes the 0-2 pitch from Catarino de Leon. Waste pitch gets away from the catcher as it went high and away over the head of Frias. So it's 1-2 here on the shortstop for the Jefferson Silver Foxes, Adrian De Leon, who's just a sophomore. And like we mentioned, or we've talked about before, just 4 seniors on this squad for the Jefferson Silver Foxes, and Richard Scott's confident that this will definitely be a, quote, down year for them, even though they're 7-6. But after coming off of back-to-back district titles, a 500 finish is definitely not a characteristic, as De Leon takes a fastball away, ball 2, 2-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-0 Bowie. Gabriel Catarino working on a shutout here, 4 2/3 innings so far. The righty takes a deep breath on the hill and delivers the 2-2 pitch to Adrian De Leon. Swung on and missed. Strike three. De Leon is retired. 1-2-3 go. The Foxes in the bottom of the fifth, and we move along to the sixth inning. Bowie 5, Jefferson nothing. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso and the EPISD Sports Radio app.
Buzz on over to the ballpark as your Chihuahuas take on the Salt Lake Bees starting on Diablo's Days Wednesday. It's also Seniors Eat Free presented by Speaking Rock Entertainment Center, followed by Thrifty Thursday, Fetch the Fun Friday, and Fireworks Spectacular Saturday. The series concludes with our
controlled on the hill, so it's definitely different. We'll see how long it takes here for Martinez to adjust as he's facing the leadoff hitter Nathan Felix, and he throws a ball outside, ball one. 5-0 Jefferson here in the top of the sixth inning. And the Silver Foxes well on their way to sealing up that outright District 1 5A title. Next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner. Starting pitcher Samuel Cota went 5 complete innings, allowed 5 runs on 10 hits, and he struck out 4 Bowie Bears. As the next pitch from Martinez is a breaking ball that gets away from the catcher, ball 2-2-1. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Bowie Bears, Gabriel Catarino, 5 shutout innings. He's allowed 5 hits. He's striking out 9.
And he's got into trouble.
Silver
I mean,
Foxes.
twice it's been bases loaded for Jefferson, but they haven't been able to capitalize. But it just shows you how he's been able to get out of those tough spots. So great pitching
And it
by
hasn't,
Catarino.
it hasn't been easy sailing, but he's
No.
making it look easy as Felix with a ground ball to the right side. They were playing a shift with the second baseman playing close to right field, and that burns him as that ball is a seeing eye slow hit single through the right side of the infield for Nathan Felix and a leadoff single for the Bears in the top of the sixth.
You talk about how Jeff is playing in the shift, and at that point, it was just came against him.
So Bryant control the damage here late in this ball game as Martinez comes set out of the stretch and delivers the first pitch. This ball's a line drive into right field. This is going to get past the right fielder and it's going to go all the way close to the warning track. Rounding third and scoring easily is Nathan Felix. Stopping at second is Brian Hernandez. RBI double, and it's 6-0 Bowie.
We talk about the aggressive base running. Just like that, Bowie scores one more time. Nathan Felix, a tremendous hit. Wall hit ball. And Jefferson, this is an understatement. They're in a lot of trouble in this game.
That's the second extra base hit of this ball game. It had been just single dominated until that triple by Frias in the last inning, which was an RBI single. Now an RBI double by Hernandez. 5-0 Bowie. Now Armando Hernandez digs in. He takes a strike on the inside corner. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of runs scored. Runner on second is Brian Hernandez. Armando Hernandez. Next pitch is behind Armando Hernandez. Down to third easily on the wild pitch is Brian Hernandez, and Jefferson falling apart here late in this ball game. And it shows how important it is when we were talking about earlier about chipping away at that lead, and they weren't able to do that against Catarino, who's throwing a gem. But now they're in a bigger jam. 1-1 count here with nobody out and runner
we
on
talked
third.
about the adjustment from the pitcher was catching, and remember he was squatting the whole time, so now he's got to be standing up, so it's got to be an adjustment for him.
Slow roller right in front of the plate, and they'll say that hit the batter Hernandez, so it'll be a foul ball. And yeah, I mean, it was, like we said, it was a 91-degree first pitch. It's hot out there. Martinez was sweating basically for the last, hour, almost 2 hours, and now he's on the hill. So tough task here, and not only that, you're already down 5-0 coming into this inning. So tough situation here for the Foxes. They'll draw the infield in. 1-2 count. A swing and a slow roller to short. Shortstop charges this right behind the pitcher's mound. De Leon throws to first. Armando Hernandez dove in head first at first, but he was out. So a 6-3 put out there and a defensive swing there by Armando Hernandez.
And De Leon makes the right decision. He looks at third. The runner was not going. He goes to first, and you're first out of the inning for Jefferson.
Miguel Mata comes to the dish now. Mata is 1 for 3 tonight. Pair of strikeouts, but he hit a hard grounder to right field and later came around to score in that 2-run fifth inning. Bears with a run here in the sixth, leading 6-0. First pitch to the left hand hitting Mata is outside, ball 1 from Andres Martinez. 6-0 Bowie here. Bowie looking to put the ball on a District 1 5A title as Martinez comes step with the infield and delivers a high fastball high and away. Ball 2 on the left-handing hitting Miguel Mata.
Catcher trying to keep the runner at third base honest there, Alex.
little bit of a fake throw there as Hernandez grabs his lead off third. Martinez looks over at him and fires in the next pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. Another fake check throw there by the catcher, and he's wearing a single number. I wouldn't be surprised if that's Cota who flip-flop here. Can't get that number. It's a single number for sure, but his
it's
chest
either a
protector.
5 or a 9.
Cota was wearing 9. Fastball away, ball 4. So Miguel Mata draws a 4-pitch walk. And now we'll have runners on the corner with 1 out for Raul Mena, who's 2 for 3 with a pair of RBI singles.
Number 8, R. Mena.
And we talked about how aggressive Bowie is with the base running. And you got a runner at first, a runner at third, and now the infield coming in to talk to the pitcher.
So they're just talking about that first and third situation, whether they're going to throw all the way through. It looks like
you're trying to get the double play ball.
Yeah, and when you're up 5, or when you're down 6, you just want to get out. So I would think the call would be to throw this all the way down to second if that runner attempts on a steal. And I think that's what they're deciding here. It'll be the shortstop there. So they're in double play depth in the middle infield. Corners are playing kind of even, maybe a step in from the base as Martinez comes set and delivers to Raul Mena. Fastball. Is that a strike? The umpire pointed to the first base. That was actually a ball on the outside corner, or just outside the outside corner. Ball 1 here to Raul Mena. Mena with a pair of RBI singles, 2 for 3 in this ball game. First at bat against Andres Martinez. Runners on the corner with 1 out. Runner at first is Mata. Runner at first is Hernandez. Mata's off and running. Pitch is low. Catcher drops it, and it's going to be an easy stolen base there for Miguel Mata. And they called a ball on that one.
And that was easy for Mata because you talk about it there. The catcher wasn't able to get the ball, catch the ball fully. Just that split second of hesitation allows Bowie to steal second.
And I saw him on my peripheral of the great jump that he got. So even if he did catch that cleanly, there really was no chance at getting Miguel Mata. So 2-0 count. Jefferson will bring the infield in with runners on second and third and 1 out. And they'll actually intentionally walk the hitter Raul Mena.
Interesting.
So they want to get that force. They want to load it up to set up the force here with Jonathan Flores.
And it looked like Bowie was going to do a bunt.
So Frias 2 for 3 today with that RBI triple that
you walked this game. You intentionally walked to get a guy that hit a triple. I don't know about that.
That's rolling the dice out of that Jefferson dugout. First pitch here by Martinez misses well inside. Frias has to bend out of the way from that one, and Andres Martinez is really, really laboring. That's 7 straight balls, a 4-pitch walk to Miguel Mata. He went 2-0 on Mena. They put Mena on base, and now he pitch high and inside on Frias. Martinez comes set in the 1-0 pitch. Frias, slow roller to the left side of the infield. Tough play for the shortstop, De Leon, who barehands it. He doesn't even throw it. RBI single, infield single, and it's 7-0 La Bowie.
And Frias barely got a piece of that, but it took so long for it to actually go out there that everybody was able to get safe. Everybody rotated, and now Bowie adds to the lead 7-0.
A 3-hit night for Jonathan Frias. He's 3 for 4 with a pair of RBIs, and now the guy who's unhittable on the other side of the diamond, Gabriel Catarino, digs in. He's 2 for 3 in this ball game. Martinez's first pitch to him is a fastball, misses outside.
And the pitcher can help himself out, add more to his the lead that he's got here.
And now we're going to start watching this 10-run rule.
We haven't had that yet.
It's a 7-0 lead. If Jefferson or if Bowie goes up by 10 runs, this will be Jefferson's last at bat to cut into that 10-run lead. Next pitch is a ground ball on the left side of the infield. De Leon fields it, goes to third for the force, but a run scores on that one, and it's 8-0 Bowie, 6-5 on the fielder's choice, but the Bears add 1 more on the scoreboard.
A great hit, great call there by Bowie. And you still have a runner in scoring position at second. You have Camacho coming to the plate. You know what he like to end this game basically here.
Really open up this one as the freshman digs in here with 1 out in the. Actually, that's the first out of the inning.
That was the first out in the inning.
Next pitch to Camacho. Bends Camacho.
Camacho a little bit wild out there when he's pitching now. I think he might be a little bit rattled.
Yeah, Martinez is definitely doesn't have that command at all.
And I'm saying he's got to be a little fatigued because you're squatting the whole time.
I would, as a coach, I would never put my catcher, especially in this type of game, I would never bring him in there. 0-0 pitcher to Camacho, high and inside again, ball 2. it's just tough. It's really tough to do to come out of that. I mean, not only that, but you've thrown the ball back about 50, 60 times already, so your arm's pretty much worn out. It's really, really tough to do that. But it's 8-0 here, Bowie, with runners on first and second with 1 out. Next pitch to Camacho, and it hits Camacho on the shoulder, and he's been towing the line of going inside on the past couple of hitters, and his bases are loaded now, and really the route is on, and Jefferson is just struggling out there at this point.
Yeah, and I think Camacho, showing signs of fatigue already, because you talk about that, Alex, how he was the catcher. And I'm not going to lie to you, Camacho was not happy about that. When he was walking the first, it was very slow. It wasn't even a trot. It wasn't a jog. It was a very slow walk.
So we'll probably get a pinch runner here as Juan Camacho's talking with the home plate umpire just down the third base line. So bases loaded with 1 out. Bowie leading Jefferson 8-0 here with the bases loaded. And obviously Bowie will definitely try to play. I think they were trying to see if he had a extra runner, if he could do that. And so what I think they were trying to do is he was trying to see if he could pinch run re-enter him again. I don't think he could this time. So Camacho will run for himself at first, and now Ricardo Valles digs in. Valles 0 for 2 today. He walked back in the 4th inning. Martinez out of the stretch, and the first pitch is a breaking ball outside, ball 1. They throw down to third, and the runner is back in time. Laboring is Andres Martinez here in this inning. That's 4 straight balls going back to the hit batsman in the last at-bat. And now Ricardo Valles up in the count 1-0. Here comes the pitch. Valles swings and misses. There's actually a foul tip. Catcher couldn't hold on to that one, so that brings the count to 1-1. Great year for the Bowie Bears. It looks like they'll finish their season off 15-3. And they will be a favorite in whoever they play. And like we mentioned, a big history tracker for this one. Bowie has not won a playoff series since that state championship back in the 48-49 season. Next pitch to Valles is a breaking ball that breaks away, ball 2, and that'll be a tremendous success Bowie Athletics has had as a whole. Their basketball team has been successful. Last year, going back to 2017, they won the district title in football.
And let's be honest, it's not like they get the greatest athletes in the city. Let's be honest.
2-1 pitch is high and inside, and one thing you also have to look at with the demographic, and I've talked with numerous Bowie coaches, I mean, that's a working community. Correct. Some of these athletes also work not just to work for themselves to have nice things, to support their family in the South Side, and that is something that you just don't encounter around the state. So here comes a 3-1 pitch to Valles, misses high and inside, and they'll walk, the bases loaded, and it's 9-0 Bowie as this inning is spinning out of control. A 4-run top of the 6th for the Bears.
I don't see anybody warming up for Jefferson there, so I think Coach Scott is just gonna let this be the way it is.
So we're 1 run away from the 10-run warning. We've had a bunch of close ball games, and this one was close early on. This was a very tight ball game.
We talk about Jefferson 2 times in this game had the bases loaded, but the fact is that Gabriel Catarino, pitching a tremendous game for Bowie, was able to get out of those tough spots for them.
Nathan Felix steps up for his 5th plate appearance. This is the first for us as well. I haven't seen a high school player have 5 plate appearances. He's 1 for 3 today with the walk. See, actually now we've batted around as this is the 2nd time this inning for Felix. He led off this inning, takes a ball high, ball 1. He singled and came around to score to start this top of the 6th, and it's been a 4-run top of the 6th inning for the Bears. 9-0 La Bowie leading Jeff here in the Battle of the South Side on Town Talk Sports El Paso. Martinez comes set and delivers the 1-0 pitch inside, almost hit Felix. Felix had to bend out of the way, and it's 2-0 here, the count.
And I think that they have to start being careful there with the pitches that Martinez is starting to throw out there.
Yeah, I don't want to get anything chippy. So there is actually 2 outs in this inning. It was a ground out earlier in the inning, so there's 2 outs here. Earlier I said there's 1 out. 2 outs with the bases loaded. 2-0 pitch to Nathan Felix. Fastball on the outside corner. They'll throw it down to third, and it gets away up the third base line. The golden run comes in to score. 10-0 Bowie. 3rd error of the ball game for Jefferson. And now Catarino, all he needs to do is just 3 outs in the bottom half, and Bowie celebrates an outright district championship.
And the thing about the catcher there, he's been like fake throwing that, fake throwing it. There's no reason to be doing that.
Especially with 2 outs.
You're 2 outs out, you're done by 9, and the wild throw by him and just cost him basically another run there.
Just let your pitcher work. So bases still loaded here. 3-0 count on Nathan Felix. Felix takes ball 4 inside, and also there was a strike on that one, so it's actually 3-1.
Correct. The scoreboard's got it wrong there, but it's 3-1.
Runners on second and third, 2 outs here, 10-0 Bowie. The run roll is in effect here at the top of the 6th inning. Jefferson still has to bat. Felix takes ball 4 outside, gets away from the catcher, but Juan Camacho showing some sportsmanship will hold the runner.
And there you
at third.
go. I think Coach Richard Scott has had enough with Jeff. I think he's going to start warming up a pitcher, or he's just going to straight up make the change here.
Let's see what he does here. He's pointing at his catcher. So Andres Martinez with a rough 6th inning here with 2 outs, and we'll take a break during the pitching change. Top of the 6th inning, Bowie 10, Jefferson nothing. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso.
So when you call,
Did you know that Adventure Marketing is a full-service marketing agency? We specialize in beautiful print work. Need business cards, brochures, postcards, or an entire magazine? We can help you design an effective piece that will work for your business. We also offer mail services. For quality and prices that are second to none, call Adventure Marketing today for a quote on your next print job. Call 806-637-0030.
Hey there.
What's up, bro?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, hola.
It takes a lot of work. With open arms.
He took out Andrew Kim. So the first pitch here from Brockoff is a slow pitch to Brian Hernandez in the dirt.
Change up there.
Brockoff just a sophomore. These young Silver Foxes. We got the wave going
wave
on here.
going on here.
How about the South Side coming together to do the wave? That's what's up. Next pitch is a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Camacho's going to score easily from third, rounding second in scoring is Ricardo Valles. 12-0 La Bowie on a 2 RBI single by Brian Hernandez.
We talked about it, aggressive base running by Bowie. Why not? Second coming all the way. Tremendous hit up the middle. And Bowie just pouring it on here.
Brian Hernandez 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. And Monster, this Bowie team is for real.
They are legit. They are legit.
Brockoff comes set, throws a pitch over the head of Armando Hernandez.
And Hernandez didn't even budge. I mean, I'm very impressed how Hernandez just stayed there.
Well, when the ball's coming in at a reported 55 miles an hour, you have plenty of time to
very slow pitching.
Next pitch to Brockoff is lifted in the outfield and right center. Right fielder charges. That's JT Strange, and he misses it. One run is in. The runner from first is Brian Hernandez, goes all the way to third. An insult to injury there, and E9 scores a run, and it's 13-0 La Bowie.
And we talked about there as Hernandez was trying to make the out there. You talk about the lights. I think the lights just got to him because he should have got there because he was there in time to catch the ball. It just, I think the lights got in his face.
And he looked like he overcompensated because he overran that ball, and I think that has to do with the lights and that depth perception. So a 8-run inning continues here in the top of the 6th, and now Miguel Mata, as Bowie has batted around, they've sent 12 men to the plate.
That was not on the pitcher.
Oh, that was a routine ball for sure. Mata lifts this one down the left field line. Could be trouble, and it's foul just in front of the Chihuahuas bullpen down the third base line.
I still don't understand why they have the bullpen right there. It doesn't make any sense.
My idea would be to cut out something from that blue wall.
Yeah, and it never made any sense to me why they're right there when they're warming up.
Maybe something similar to that center field.
And I would have thought they would have had the center field because that looks nice to me.
Yeah, it does. And the one thing that Tim Haggerty was talking about, just people can walk by and watch the starting pitcher warm or the bullpen warm. Because Mata sends this one in the right field gap, gets past Strange. This is going to score more runs. Run is in. The runner from first, Brian Hernandez, chugs around third, and into triple is Miguel Mata, and it's a 2-run two RBI triple. 15-0 Bowie.
When it rains, it pours, and that's what's happening. Raining nothing but runs for Bowie as a triple by Mata, and the runs continue. It is a 10-run inning for Bowie. As you look at the scoreboard, it's got a 0 because he scored 10.
And now that marks in the last 4 games, Bowie has scored 79 total runs. What a way to enter the playoffs as the first pitch to Raul Mena bounces in for a ball 1.
I am very impressed by the bats of the Bowie Bears. The first time I've ever seen it in high school in person, a 10-run inning, and it's still not over.
Next pitch is a fastball that missed high. Ball 2 to Raul Mena. Mena is 2 for 3 today. A pair of RBI singles. He flew out in the 5th inning, and then in the 6th inning, he was intentionally walked. And he sent this one in the left center gap. This ball could get down. What a catch in the gap by Beto Hernandez, who tracked that one down to end the inning.
But the major damage has been done. Major.
Bowie sends 14 players to the plate. 10 of them score. They leave 1, and Jefferson is down to the final 3 outs as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. La Bowie 15, La Jeff nothing. You're listening to Texas High School Baseball on Town Talk Sports, El Paso.
Saw one of the guys. You know what? As I peer down, I think there's a lot. I think maybe like 500 Bowie fans out there.
Eric Escueda will come off the bench and pitch hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Catarino continuing a great outing here tonight.
You hear the fans shouting as they know they're going to have a district championship, a straight-up district championship for Bowie.
First pitch of the bottom of the 6th, swung on and missed, strike 1. Bowie will seal off a 12-2 overall record. They lost to Chapin and Andress, 2 top teams. Not bad losses to have on your record. And up 15-0 here on Jefferson as Catarino misses outside. Ball 1-1 here. Escueda off the bench, a sophomore, getting a pinch hit work here. Jefferson clearly waving the white flag, just trying to get out of this one as they'll see their season end at 6-14 and 7-7 overall in District 1 5A play. Next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 2.
I know it didn't go Jefferson's way tonight, but still a tremendous opportunity for these young men to play in this beautiful facility at Southwest University Park.
And watch out for the Foxes and Bowie over the next couple of seasons. As the next pitch here on the way, and it's on the outside corner, called strike 3. Strikeout number 10 for Gabriel Catarino, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning, and I saw something here that I'm going to enjoy seeing. I saw 2 Bowie players with the Gatorade bucket standing basically right by Juan Camacho. As soon as that 3rd out is over, Juan Camacho is getting a well-deserved Gatorade bath. Not sure if there's Gatorade in there, probably water, but...
Well, what you mean they got no Gatorade? Powerade. But it is the Gatorade...
the Gatorade thing.
The jug.
I never liked we had a manager at Andress that did it right, and then most of them, the time that I had it...
Because you guys get the big powder, right?
Like the 5-gallon one.
Yeah, like the one you buy at Costco's or Sam's or something like the industrial size is what I'm trying to say.
And those are always tough to make. Is now here, they'll remove so that change was for Andrew Kim. So batting for Andrew Kim will be John Brockoff, who came in to pitch in the last inning. Now we have a conference at home plate by assistant coach Arturo Montes.
You talk about the sports drinks. People like you're either Coke or you're a Pepsi guy. I'm a Powerade guy myself.
I'm a Gatorade guy. I'm Gatorade, yeah.
I'm a Powerade guy.
You know what's weird? Powerade, sometimes like every 4th or 5th Powerade, I get like a burning, like almost like I never had heartburn. But it's like so I try to stay away from Powerade.
I'm a Powerade guy. I'm good with that.
I grew up on Gatorade, and when I walk into that dollar store, they know.
Kobe's trying to push that new one. What's not you? It's been around for
G2. Is this?
No. G2 is Gatorade. It's the other one. You see the commercials during the NBA playoffs. They're kind of comical, where it says "Stand aside, Gatorade." I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called, but it's when you're watching the NBA playoffs, you'll see some comical commercials for a sports drink, and Kobe Bryant is invested in that. Matter of fact, actually, Kobe Bryant is the one that directed those videos and actually wrote those commercials.
So we see more Emmys late during our Gatorade conversation as he takes the ball high. 4-1 does Andrew
This segment
Kim.
was brought to you by Gatorade and Powerade because we believe in unity.
Exactly. And I will drink a Gatorade after this just for that. As Kim takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
I do the sugar-free Powerade, though. You don't need those carbs.
There's 69 cents currently at the dollar store.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch to Kim, misses outside, ball 2.
Chihuahua's back in action tomorrow. They've won, what'd you say, seven games in a row?
And went 7-0 on a road trip.
The hottest team in AAA, the El Paso Chihuahuas.
6:30 tonight against the Salt Lake Bees, the A's affiliate, as Kim takes a strike right down Broadway, strike 2. 8-game homestand next Wednesday, 11 o'clock. I love those day games, Monster. I don't know what it is about a day game.
When is the next day game?
Next day game is actually Sunday at 1 o'clock,
Okay.
but during the week
No, I'm
will be
talking about
Wednesday.
the one during the week.
During the week, next Wednesday at 11 as a fastball
and more than
comes
likely,
high,
that'll
3-2.
probably be the last
Yeah, it is. I believe so.
day game, because then it's going to get real hot. And it's not until towards the end of the year and season in September where they have.
It might even be the
finals.
last Sunday day game as well. As a 3-2 pitch to Kim misses inside ball 4. So Andrew Kim draws a 1-out walk here from Gabriel Catarino, and that's just the 4th walk issued by Catarino in this ball game. 15-0. La Bowie over Jeff. A 10-run
now they have the
top of the
opportunity
6th.
to end this game on a double play.
Richard Martinez digs in. The only thing that'll keep this game going is a 6-run inning by Jefferson. As Richard Martinez, 2 for 2 in this ball game, digs in. Fastball missed just outside. Close pitch, ball 1. He's a right-handed hitter, and he's gone the other way with both of his singles tonight. The only Jefferson Silver Fox who has a multi-hit game, just 5 hits for the Foxes. This is a fastball that hits the outside corner, ball 1, or strike 1. 15 runs, 15 hits for the Bowie Bears. No runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors for the Jefferson Silver Foxes. 2-0 pitch from Catarino on the way. Actually, a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Could be a double play. Flip to second for 1. Return throw to first. Not in time. Actually got away from Miguel Mata, the first baseman. Nice throw and turn by the shortstop, Nathan Felix. But there's still 2 outs here in the inning, and Joey Gutierrez is the last chance. Actually, he'll be a pinch hitter here. No, Gutierrez will go. He's trying to retrieve that bat. So Joey Gutierrez, the last chance here for the Foxes.
1 out away for the Bowie Bears to have the straight-up district championship. What a tremendous accomplishment by them.
And like we mentioned, we talked about it during the break and going to the bottom of the 6th. This Bowie team is a legitimate team that we could be hearing from second,
and we've
third
seen
round.
a lot of schools this year from different districts. We've seen Franklin, we've seen Montwood, we've seen Eastwood, we've seen Hanks, we've seen Bel Air, but this is the most impressive school I've seen.
Joey Gutierrez takes a strike for the first pitch. Next pitch from Catarino on the way. That's another, actually going to miss high, ball 1. 1-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Run rule in effect. Bowie with a 15-0 lead over Jefferson. Interesting score, as this was a close ball game in the first matchup going back to April 6th, but a 10-run top of the 6th inning opens up as a slow roller to second. Mena fields it on the run. Throw to first, and the Bowie Bears celebrate a District 1-5A championship. Coach Camacho getting the Gatorade bath behind the pitcher's mound, and it's a complete game shutout for Gabriel Catarino, and the Bowie Bears finish the season 12-2 overall as they defeat the Jefferson Silver Foxes 15-0. Back to wrap this one up here. You've been listening to Town Talk Sports presentation of Texas High School Baseball. It's all over from Southwest University Ballpark in downtown El Paso. La Bowie Bears celebrate a district title as they dominate the Jefferson Silver Foxes 15-0 behind a 6-inning complete game shutout by Gabriel Catarino. The right-handed hurler allowed just 5 hits. He struck out 10, walked 4, and the Bowie Bears walked off with the Golden Glove celebrating a District 1-5A championship in supreme fashion tonight, downing the defending, 2-time defending district champions, Jefferson Silver Foxes, and it must be sweet over there, not only clinching a district title, but doing it against your rival who's claimed this district for the past 2 years.
It's just a tremendous game, a tremendous job that Juan Camacho has done in the sport here there with Bowie to get that straight up district championship, and to do it against your rival is huge. A tremendous game. The bats are alive. 15-0, like I said, I've never seen a 10-run inning in high school in person, and they're going to be a challenge. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, and this is a team I think that they've got it in their nucleus to go far, especially with a coach like Juan Camacho.
Bowie will either play Bel Air, Riverside, or Hanks in the bi-district round. Bowie wraps up their season 15-3 overall, 12-2 atop District 1-5A. For the Jefferson Silver Foxes, a rebuilding year, but they still were able to finish out 7-7 overall in district play, and lots of players coming back. We're losing just 4 seniors, so Richard Scott and the Foxes will be back next season. Bowie scored 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the third, a 2 spot in the fifth, and then that 10-run top of the 6th inning opened this ball game up. Bowie finished with 15 runs on 15 hits, no errors. Jefferson, no runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors. Final score, Bowie 15, Jefferson nothing. As your local Allstate agent, Elsa Morales can help with all of your insurance needs. Everything from auto insurance to property insurance, and even life insurance coverage. Whether you're shopping for your very first policy or need additional coverage, let Elsa help find the right coverage that fits your needs. Give her a call today, 915-201-0239, 915-201-0239. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at TT Sports EP, and on Facebook, facebook.com/TT Sports EP, as we will bring you 3rd round coverage from either softball or baseball, depending who's alive. So stay tuned. We will have that information.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
I'll be in Dallas 2 days from now for the NFL draft. You got some stuff you got to take care of next
week. And we'll meet
week,
somewhere off I-20 here in a couple of weeks for more
2 weeks.
Texas high school baseball. So for the Monster Medina, I'm Alex Nicolas signing off from Southwest University Park. Congratulations to the Bowie Bears as they celebrate a District 1-5A title, beating Jefferson 15-0. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to Texas high school baseball on Town Talk Sports El Paso and the EPISD Sports Radio app.